Okay.
Hello, P.
Hello, Mariah. M.
What are you doing?
What are we doing?
What are you doing? I'm just sitting here.
I'm fixing to make a big mess. Okay, well, you can see, and I don't know, can you see?
Can you see? Can you see it?
Can you see it? Get these in here. I want you
There
to
you go.
appreciate all of the greens that I have here.
Yeah.
And this is just, I have more in the cart, but I just thought these were really lovely, and I wanted you to know I like green a
These
lot.
are the at-hand green.
These are the at-hand greens, and we're fixing to mix some greens. And as you
We
can
needed some more
see,
green.
we didn't have the right green, so we had to mix some greens. And I did mix up a little modeling paste, you can see here, and it's really interesting because it pulled.
That's another video.
That's another video.
Stay on task.
Stay on task. Okay,
that's
I'm
why
gonna.
I'm here.
That needs to go in the book.
Okay.
All right. So I was, I don't know, scrolling through and saw that we had some new colors out.
Yeah, Seth has some here.
Seth had some new colors out.
It's paper artsy, but they're back ordered.
They're back ordered. They're not available.
So.
And I was very sad about that because even though I have all of those greens, I think there's some
Well, we
that.
were talking about it, and I was like, "Come on, my mixologist."
And I thought, well, of course I can make them. Why am I, you know,
Yeah.
getting all depressed about not being able to buy something? Anyway,
Just to be honest.
just to be honest, you know, whatever. But I think it's interesting, and the reason I pulled this one because I want you to look at this.
Obviously, we're not getting paid by anybody.
Seriously. Boy, there's no doubt there, right? Okay, but if you look at this and then you look at the one I've got underneath here, which is really probably a better. Okay, so we're talking about these greens, and I guarantee you this green right here.
Now, keep in mind, of course, I printed this. I mean, it was the best of my ability. And,
Yes, so
you know, there's always going to be
nah,
variations based on, I mean, it could even, through the monitor, things are going to be different.
but look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. You got every one of those colors in
I've
there.
got every one of those colors in here, so this is, I like this color palette, and I know Susan.
Yes, Susan. Susan Taylor Brown. She loves her some greens.
She does, and we do share that,
A love of green.
the love of green. Well, we're going to start from scratch. I'm not going to pull in any of my pots, which that's usually what I end up doing. I pull in some pots from someplace else. But we're going to start here, and what I'm going to do is
Are you going to go light to dark or dark to light?
Jesus, this is what happens when you educate them.
Enough to ask some questions that you're like, really?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there.
we're going to start down here. Look, I've even got them numbered.
Fantastic. It's upside down.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, well, I can see. I can read upside down.
Yeah.
That's a quality the teachers, they send you to school to learn that. Here, this is good. Okay, so here I am over here. And I'm looking at this color of blue here with that, and I'm thinking, okay, well, duh, green is yellow and blue. So I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, I'm going with teal.
Why not? I
And
applaud this
remember,
decision.
these are going to be, which is contrary to my, I do love chalk paints, but
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Are you going to mix
we're going
transparent
to
paints?
be going opaque.
Oh, you are?
Because I want to duplicate these because I think that's what these are. These are very
yes, they are.
obviously.
They even say it on the bottle.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Opaque, 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 opaque.
Yeah, and they even put a little thing down at the bottom and you can't
Opaque.
see anything.
You feel like Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Opaque, opaque, opaque.
The songs are free. No extra charge. God. Okay, so I'm going to start with that one. And yes, I am going opaque, and I'm not mixing up a bunch because I don't really use opaque all that often. Oh, look, I even wrote it down.
Yeah.
White with blue green.
Look at her making notes and forgetting about them.
All right,
This was days ago. We've been trying to get to this video for days.
I have some old stuff of this, but it really smells horrible, and
I hate
Mariah
it.
would leave if I pulled it out.
Absolutely.
It was about 3 or 4 years old. I don't know. I moved it here from Alaska, so that's how long I've had it.
Yeah.
And I may have had it before then.
then.
Okay, here we go.
It smells terrible. As just some paints and things do.
Yeah, and this is one of them. All right, you put your lightest color in. And we know that we're probably...
So for you bartenders out there, that was about a 3 or 4 second pour.
3 or 4 second pour. Good one, Mariah. We have not been
like the syrup.
imbibing, but this is late in the day and we get a little hysterical at this time of day. All right, now this is going to be tricky because I just want to put one teeny little...
And it bubbled out the other. Oh. There you go.
That's probably way more than I need. And I'm going to grab my little lavender. Look at this little lavender spatula. And mix that about.
Hey, we have those on our common link. I'll put it in the... I'll put a link to the awesome little spatulas and the little dishes.
Okay, y'all seeing that?
You want to start mixing your own paints like we do at PM Artist Studio.
There you go. They're very instrumental in getting that away from the sides so that you don't accidentally reach in. And I don't know, I might need...
Our friend Felicia sent us those.
Tiny.
Hey, that's not too shabby. I think you actually need one more. You need a couple more drops. Or let's go with 1 drop. 1 drop at a time.
1 drop at a time. You can't, it's like hair, cutting hair. Can't put it back in the bottle. No! Dadgummit.
Dadgummit.
Oh, that was way too much. May have to mix a little white. All right, well, while we're just mixing this, I'll just tell you a little story about some of my first color mixing experiences.
Warning, yammering.
Yammering. Well, you know, this is background.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is backstory, whatever. Okay, now this is getting to be a little bit turquoisey.
All right,
and you see that?
Now I'm interested in the story.
The story. Okay. So here's the story. The story is...
Yeah, that was too bluey.
Too bluey. All right,
so
I just happen to have... Whoop. This is called toasted marshmallow. I like this color. I like this color a lot. I pull prints with this color here. You know, when I've finished up with everything there. Now, why am I using this?
Toasted marshmallow is the print puller.
Toasted marshmallow is a lovely print puller.
Along with titanium buff.
But if you want a little more of a yellow...
Yeah.
Yellow, mellow yellow, this is...
If you want it a little toasted.
I mean, this is the one to go to. It seriously is.
I'm still waiting for that story.
Okay. So, I decided, I got an English degree. And I was going for my master's. Because my husband was Texas Tech and I didn't have anything else to do. And that seemed like a good thing to do.
You did have 2 children.
I did have 2 children. They came to school with me most of the time. That's you know why Mariah said that she really did have half of a degree because she attended classes with her mother for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you're getting close.
Getting close. There's that. Okay. So I had absolutely no art background whatsoever. I didn't take art in high school. We didn't have art. I went to a tiny little high school and didn't have art. So I had a lot of catching up to do. So I had to take undergrad classes until I got the basics out of the way. And one of those was a design class. I don't know. What do you think? I think it needs...
I think you're darn close.
I think I'm darn close. And I really, you know,
I don't know if that's the thing. Oh, you just dibble dabble your little... Yeah.
Because I don't need much, but I just need a tiny...
I don't need much.
Just a tiny little bit. But anyway, I'm talking about this tiny little bit. I was duplicating the colors on a colored cartoon from a newspaper. And you had to enlarge the drawing using, you know, the grid system, which very much was something that I didn't know anything about. And Anyway, I was off in a room by myself because I'm taking this class at the summer campus in Junction, Texas. And
I think these are drying darker. Do you see
well,
that?
then maybe we need to kind of hold off on that.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
I think you need to leave her alone. Leave it alone. Back off.
Okay. Well, there we have it.
I think we got agave.
We've got agave.
The other agave.
The other agave.
We call our paints are always the other.
I number them and then I letter them. A, B. Do I have any
What is
C's?
this?
In my,
Oh, probably.
I don't think I have C's.
She calls
I
it
haven't-
double A.
Yeah, I did have.
14 is definitely in a double A kind of range.
Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I think I'm going to use that. Okay, so now we have agave.
Are you keeping agave?
Are we keeping agave?
Or
Yeah,
are you going to make desert bush out of agave?
Well, I was going to do that.
I knew you were thinking about it.
And that might be a good thing to do because I really don't want to use up my jars for this. And okay. All right, we're going, now we're moving up here.
Or fuzzy cactus.
No, this is our next one.
Okay.
This is our next one. And I'm looking at that and I'm seeing more yellow.
I think you got to dirty it up, which means you need to add some red.
Mhm, yeah. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking off my cart. See what you have here. Coral cloud. That looks like a good one. Pour a little coral cloud in there. Just a drop, not a lot.
That's how we do things. Just buy a drop, one drop at a time.
And you gotta watch this.
Whoa, that's 2 drops.
Yeah, it is. But it's pretty, you know.
Oh.
And what we're doing here is we're mixing complementary colors. Pink and green. Pink and green.
Which will then dull out or
Neutralize your green. And vice versa, because that's what we're going to do here in a minute with this. And I will have to get a new
I
one
don't
for
know why
that.
I'm so.
There's some water back there. It's relatively fresh. In my term.
I have this thing about.
Yeah, right.
Look at that. Look at that. Now it needs to be darkened up, but wait until it dries, because look at how much darker that got.
Okay, well, we'll set this aside.
Or it's very close to the fuzzy cactus.
Okay, I would say that's fuzzy cactus.
Oh.
Put fuzzy cactus up there. Everybody saw how we did that. And so now I think what I really need is I really need a little tiny bit of this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You see that? How quickly that changed. Oh, I love this little spatula thing. I don't know how I lived without it.
Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you, Felicia. Thank you every time I use it. That's the kind of gift you want to give somebody. You know, something that they use a lot.
Yeah, don't give them an iron.
Especially here. Now, frying pan, yeah, we can go through those, but
We like a good frying pan.
we like a good frying
Yeah,
pan.
you gotta get that baby darker.
Okay, well, we don't want to get
I know.
too
I think you're being a little too.
carried away here because it's easy to add more. You can't take it out. I don't want to
I
end
feel
up.
like you're gonna blop out almost dried up pieces off that thing.
Well, here, you pick at that while
Okay. Make
Here
me
you go.
nervous.
Here you go. Clean that up.
You have to swim around in there and fish it out. Anyway, so back to the story.
Back to the story. Okay. So here I am mixing this paint, and it's just, you know, cheap temper paint that you get at all the stores have it. Okay. Now we pinked out a little bit there.
I think you needed to do
No
that. though.
worries.
I think that was a necessary thing.
You think
though.
that was a necessary thing?
I do. See, I almost feel like that needed maybe ever so slightly bit more of your
Cream.
of the marshmallow,
Mm-hmm.
and then this needed. I don't know if that's the thing. I'm just a little bit lost here. I feel like I'm complicating things.
I don't have to listen to you.
This is true. It happens often.
Baloney.
Now we're in.
Now we're back at cactus.
We're stuck in the cactus. Get us out.
Prickly.
We need to be in the bush. One in the cactus is worth two in the bush.
Oh, God. Everybody out there is going, please save me from
That
this.
was funny.
Save me from this. I think we need... What do we need?
Can you put a little purple in there?
I don't think so. Okay, let's go. Oh, that was
Cerulean.
cerulean. It's more of an ocean. Yeah, I think that's what we needed.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Get some more blue in there. Oh, look at you. She does know things, people.
I do. But back to my story.
Yes.
I keep getting interrupted here. Okay, so I'm mixing up, and I have about a quart of this, and I just keep going back and forth, and you know, it goes to red, it goes to, and the instructor, she came in and she said, you know, you can take a little bit of that out and put it over there, and then you won't have to use so much each time you change your. But I mean, seriously, I have a quart.
Yeah. This
Okay,
how
now
she
this
also
is-
makes salads and soups.
It's just we just need to get bold here.
I told you.
Bold. We need to make us some green.
Who knew the desert bush was such a hard
Hey,
thing
can
to...
you see if you can find yellow on there? Opaque yellow? I know I've got some. Yellow. You know.
You want Martha's yellow?
No, Lord, that's orange.
She's angry. You want like primary yellow.
I want primary yellow.
Do you have that in opaque?
I don't know. I may not.
Well, we could make it shiny. We could use the iridescence.
That's not what
That
we're
might
doing.
be fun.
It might be, but that is not what we're doing.
That's
We
yellow.
need to stick to the
See, look.
right.
She's a. Don't dare make your opaque shiny. And you know it's gonna obliterate the shine in it anyway.
Yeah, oh, it's not going to be shiny.
So I don't know why you're so against using.
I'm
The
just
yellow.
still thinking that we're almost there. Look at that. And I know I need to have it right next to it, but
You will here in a second.
please remind me to clean this off. This is my gel plane.
Okay. Should I text that to you? A reminder?
Mm-hmm. You should. Good old transparent yellow iron oxide.
Oh, why are you going that route?
Because I'm tired of messing with this other
Business.
here.
Now, the other, look, I mean, you could have probably put some of that in and been close to that too. So if you have like the apple barrel.
Yeah, if you have that set.
Yeah.
Okay, we're there. I think this is it.
Ooh, look at you.
That's it.
Man,
By golly, by gum. Okay,
there isn't much you can't do with some golden paints.
there's not much. I love me some Goldens, but I like this cheap apple barrel stuff too. And toasted marshmallow, if you don't have this, get some.
And I think that you would have been able to, so the quinacridone that you got there,
Yeah.
could have been done with the classic caramel.
Probably could have. Probably could have. You are correct.
Thank you.
Okay, now here we go. We're just going to keep mixing here because this right here, all
I
it
think
has
these are all in the same family.
And that particular red,
Now, would you like to try to stay with the apple barrel business? Just for,
okay.
purity, or, in that range of types of...
I need that mulberry.
Mm.
Mulberry. give me that magenta stuff there.
Okay. But here. That's really what would have been this is closest to. So you know you can mix high end, which would have been like the goldens, but your goldens are transparent. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you, you know, pure to your opaqueness.
Okay, I'm gonna, since this is.
And these are very reasonably priced.
Very reasonably priced.
I mean, I think what they came out to like $1 something. Some of them.
Well, and sometimes I got some on sale
Yeah.
at where was it that I went the other day? Oh, to their actual store.
To the DecoArts.
DecoArts.
Yes, that's right.
And I ended up with some. I mean, 99 cents.
So certainly worth. These are awesome to play with, to be able to mix and try to create your own colors.
Yeah, they really are. And if you're going to go with the chalk paint, look, you might as well stay with the chalk paint.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at there as well.
Because they're opaque and they were intended to be opaque. Okay, well, we're just going to have to get wild and crazy here.
All right.
Make this.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Yeah, we're running on our 20 minutes here.
Oh.
There's no such thing as a short video at PM Artist Studio.
Okay.
We try.
We try. By golly, I do try. I just, you know, it's not. I want to get some down here so we can kind of see where we need to
You're
go.
a little purpley.
We're a little purpley. Okay, so.
How do you tone that down?
Yes, how do you tone that down?
You put some yellow in that bad boy.
Okay, I was going to go for that, but Mariah wants me to stay with this, so.
Now, oh, dude, that is not new water. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
From earlier today. I mean, it wasn't, you know.
you got the orangey, if you want. You're getting there. Needs more yellow.
It needs some more of this, and then it just needs a shot of green.
How do you know that?
No, I can just tell by looking at it.
Well, that goes against everything that I think.
Well, it's turning pinky on me.
Oh, pinky red. That's why you need the green.
Pinky red. Okay, so we're
See,
gonna.
it's important that you tell people that. Because see, my brain was going, all right, well, that's purple. So if I'm going to tone it back, I'm going to put the yellow in it. But you're right. Yes, see, it's going more. Yeah, that's almost spot on with agave. So if you want the Americana version and not have to mix your paints.
Yeah, here you go.
There you go.
DecoArt Americana. I bought the whole set. And the reason is because I really do like to pull prints using these.
And we do other things too.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
And the baby wants to play with paints, and I get these out, and I don't mind her,
Yeah.
messing around with these because
She's not exactly conscientious of.
Now you try to get her to use Crayola crayons now after she's used oil pastels and gelatos and all those fancy things. Yeah. She just kind of looks at you like you.
I want Gigi's crayons. That's what she said.
These are not Gigi's crayons. These are not Gigi's crayons.
Still a little purpley, but I think maybe once it dries too, we need to keep in mind.
I don't know. I just really, I know that Mariah told you I didn't like to use black.
Oh, here, let me help you out. Here, right here. There's mine.
Okay, it's called black.
Not licorice or, charcoal.
Skunk butt.
Leather. Skunk, really? Wow. That one was for you, Mo. She'll appreciate
Now,
that color
do not get, just take a little tiny bit because seriously, you do not want to
muck about.
Yeah, that black is hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Once you go there.
Oh, but looky there.
I shouldn't do that because you're seeing the color underneath it. That's not fair.
Pull.
But look, that and that. I call it done.
Yep. There we go.
There we go. Now,
get yourself a set of Americana. I'll put links to these paints below. There are some very similar colors already in the mix.
yeah, but you can see that you can,
you know, if you just have some things on hand, start playing around. You mix one color and you can probably get the other, 3 or 4.
Yeah. And I'm not.
That was a one-pot mix.
It was a one-pot mix.
This is like the Instapot of paint.
I'm just going to go ahead and use this here and mix this all together because I think this...
Yeah, I like this color. Is it mauve?
No. No.
Found out that I have been saying it wrong all these years. Yeah. It is not mauve.
No.
It's mauve.
Okay, now
I'm still working through that.
What I want you to do is I want you to hand me that impasto back there.
She's going to make it usable.
Usable, yeah.
We're not just pulling prints.
Because I think it is really a dandy color, and I don't really have it.
And they were talking about that over there on Susan's Live today.
Impasto?
That you have turned people into impasto
addicts. Hey, and this is the bit. Actually, this comes. What is this? What size is this?
500 milliliters.
Well, I think you can get an even bigger one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why aren't you?
Hey, watch this.
She loves the spatula thing. The spatulas are just seriously. Oh, and we have a little fruit fly visiting. Hello, fruit fly.
Don't have anything for you, honey.
It's Texas, people. It's just
okay. Here's another thing. I made this really wonderful green, and I had to go to a larger.
Yeah, the 14. 14 is expanded across 3 pots.
Well, because
it really should have been a 6-ouncer.
It should have been. I should have just mixed it in one of these big containers that I have left over. Just mix it in a little bit at a time, because you never know how much you've got in there, and you don't really know what. There wasn't a lot of paint in there, but isn't this a lovely, like, muted lavender?
It is. Here, I'm gonna move your pot so you can kind of move towards the middle there.
I know I have a tendency to, and I'm always rewatching these videos, and I'm going, good God, would you get in the frame?
She yells at herself.
I do. Oh, isn't that pretty?
I do. I like that a lot.
Isn't that beautiful?
Now here you want to put it down there and just swoop it across the words. And so see now, a nice semi-transparent.
Yeah. Definitely semi.
Yeah.
As long as you have white in there, you're not going to get 100% transparency. But I think that's simply lovely. Very happy with that.
I like that. We didn't have anything quite like that.
That's why I decided just to go ahead and...
There we go.
There we go.
If you liked this video, you hung out to the end, and you haven't clicked to that like button, please do. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And as always, come and see us on... now Sundays. We do a live stream each week. Come visit us there. You'll have more comic relief and get to chat with the people in the group.
Oh, and you can mystify and entertain your friends with your mixing. Paint mixing.
There you go.
Some people kind
of real party trick.
Find it riveting.
There you go. Thanks for watching.
Bye.